So now we are going to study about the physical properties of D block elements. Okay, so basically students, the D block elements are mostly hard and have low volatility. This volatile nature is you know that volatile means the substances which can vaporize. Okay, so it has low volatility and their melting and boiling points are very high. Melting and boiling point are very high in case of the D block elements. Okay, so basically students, nearly all the transition elements in the periodic table display a particular metallic character, that is they are malleable, ductile. Okay, all the metallic character, that is they are malleable, ductile. Okay, and also they have high thermal and electrical conductivity, they have metallic luster. Okay, so they exhibit all the metallic properties, most of them exhibited, with some exceptions of zinc, cadmium, mercury. Okay, these are exceptional cases. Manganese. Okay, so these are the elements which do not show these kind of properties, means the metallic properties. Otherwise mostly all the elements of the D block exhibit the metallic properties. So let's discuss first about the melting points of the D block elements. For that you have to look at this graph. In this graph, students, you can see that the three series of the D block are here. This is the first series, this is the second series, and this is the third series. Okay, and here this is the atomic number. Okay, and this is your melting point, and this is the trends in the melting point of the transition element, means what is the trend in the melting point. So you can see that there is a regular increase in the melting point, and after that you can see there is sudden decrease in this case, and in the second series also there is a sudden decrease in this case. Okay, this is because they have high enthalpies of atomization. Okay, and you can also see that there is a very little difference between the means as compared to the first series and the second series. The difference in the second series and the third series is less than the difference between the first and the second series, means the melting point difference between these two series is more than these two series. Okay, so these are some exceptions of this D block elements. Okay, and also students, this is because of their high enthalpies of atomization. Okay, so this is about your physical properties. Now let's discuss about the atomic radius and the sizes of the transition elements. Okay, so now let's discuss about the atomic radius of these D block element. Okay, so students, in general the ions of the same charge in a given series show a progressive decrease in the radius with the increasing atomic number. This is because a new electron enters the d orbital each time, and the nuclear charge increases by unity. This you all know, that due to the increase when we move along a period, then due to the increase in the nuclear charge, there is there is a decrease in the atomic radius. Okay, so this is the basic thing. Now let's study about the atomic radius through this graph here. This is your graph for the atomic radius, various atomic radius of all the elements. This green line is the first series. This green line is your first series, that is your scandium, titanium, vanadium, this scandium group. then this blue line is your second series, and this third line is your third series of the d block elements. Okay, here you can see that as it was the case in case of the melting point, here also you can see that the difference in the atomic radius of the first and the second series, this blue line, okay, this green line and blue line you have to consider. You can see that their difference in the atomic radius between in the first and the second series is more than the difference in the atomic radius of the second and the third series. Okay, this you can see here. Okay, so why is this the case, means the why the difference is not regular in these two cases, means why this difference is not equal in both these cases. So let's study it that why this is like this. Okay, so here I will introduce you one term, that is lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction. First of all, students, what is this lanthanide contraction? Means what is this lanthanide contraction? Let's discuss it. Students, actually there is intervention of the 4f orbital. Due to the intervention of the 4f orbitals, which must be filled before the 5d series of the elements begin. So the filling of the 4f orbitals before the 5d orbitals results in a regular decrease in the atomic radii called this is what we call lanthanide contraction. Students, in class 11th you must be remembering that we had studied about the screening effect. So screening effect. Okay, screening effect, you know that screening effect is basically the when there is one atom in which there is inner electron and the other shell in which there are outer electrons, then this inner electron repels the outer electron from coming close to the nucleus, and it prepares a kind of shield over it. Okay, so this is what we call a screening effect. This you all know, this you have already studied in class 11th. Okay, so because of this you all know that due to the complex structure of f block elements, the structure of f block elements is very complex. So due to the complex structure of the f block not the f block elements, means the f block subshell, due to the complex structure of the f block subshell, the screening effect in this case is very much poor, and because of which the size of the atom decreases in this case. Okay, so that is why we call it as a lanthanide contraction. Due to the intervention of this f block elements, there is a poor screening effect, and because of which the size of the atom suddenly decreases, and the whole phenomena is known as the lanthanide contraction. Okay, so that is why the size of the atoms differ in this case. That is why this is the main reason that why the difference between the 3D and the 4D atomic sizes is more than the 4D and 5D series. Okay, so the main reason behind it is lanthanide contraction, which is due to the intervention of the 4f orbital, and this is because of the poor screening effect of the 4f orbitals due to their complex structure. Okay, so this is all about your atomic radius and melting point, which we discussed through graph.